record on this computer. And then I'm going to do a little muting. So I'm going to mute all. So if you are speaking, you're going to need to unmute yourself. And I'm just going to say welcome to all of you. And I don't know if it was Beverly that was just saying this conference, going there live, it was like so good. It was so good. I mean, I didn't go to St. Louis, so I don't know what I missed. But the intimacy of just having 600 people there, I hope it's always about 1,000 people. No, it really was sweet. Does anybody else just want to make a general overall statement about how conference felt?
Yes, and I hope that they, from now on, do an opening party, because that was the best.
Oh, yeah. Tell us about that, Kristen. Who did you dance with?
Well, everyone, after a few drinks, I'm not exactly sure, but we were, but no, it was just, we haven't seen each other. A lot of us had not seen each other in a few years now. And I just think they, normally they close the conference out with a party. And this time they did the party as a welcome. And I just think and it was out on the plaza. So it was outside, they had food trucks, they had drinks. It was beautiful, and just everyone was there mingling, and it was casual. And I just think it was the best way to everyone gets reacquainted. And, I think it set the tone for the next 2 days. So
it was really energizing. And I know some of you got to dance with Dr. Sears, and that was you, Lisa. And so that's why I said, who'd you get to dance with? Because I thought you guys were all kind of dancing with him, and that was kind of fun. But you're right, it really set the tone. It was really beautiful. So I'm really glad you said that out loud, Kristen, because when they do a questionnaire, or what did you like best, it's good for us to remember that piece, because I don't think I know it was great, but I don't know that I would remember to comment on it. So thank you for that. Any other general kind of comments before we actually get started?
I would say that for me, it was amazing because it was a smaller, you had the same number of the VIP, people, but 1/10 the size of the crowd. And so I swear I was fangirling, because you're standing there at the opening party. It's like, oh, there's Dr. Tamara Sachs, there's Dr. Sears and his son, Dr. Sears, and there's Wendy Campbell. And it's like all these kind of VIP people, and there's Jay Martin mingling, and there's, Janet Black. So it's the same amount of people, those kind of high people that are usually there, but they're in a crowd of 1/10 the size. So it seemed like so much higher population, and it was totally cool. It's like, what other company do you know that, corporate people are hanging with the lower rung workers,
the regular folks? And
yeah.
Leslie, that's so true, because what I really felt was so neat was the fact that stage and what they did on the stage could have been in front of 10,000 people. It was that, they didn't lessen their presentation because there were less people there. So it was really powerful, only there were just 600 of us there. It was great. We shouldn't talk too good about it because we don't want everybody to go again. But the whole Heat team should go, to Atlanta, right?
So Nikki, okay, look, it was phenomenal, you guys. But I told the people that were with me, I was like, okay, you're getting spoiled, because we had a lot of first timers that we were meeting. And I said, you're getting spoiled. This will not happen again, because even with more people, though, it's even more electrifying. Yes. So yes, you had that small feel, but I'm telling y'all, October 13th to 15th in Atlanta, Georgia, you better be present and live.
Yeah.
It's gonna be phenomenal. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting.
Yeah, and they're getting ready. I think they're going to go back again with some kind of a room block that we get a better rate on it. So that'll be coming around soon. And so anyway, I'm super excited about it. I didn't think I would be this excited about another conference, but I am totally jazzed. Everybody on the Heat team had a great dinner that Melissa organized, and our team had a really fun dinner. And so the warmth and the bonding was really palpable, I thought, for the whole conference. It was really fun. So, maybe Alexis, I think I saw you on her. Yes. Are you driving? Are you in a position to talk first?
Yeah, I can talk first. I'm stopped. I have a baby on my lap. And so, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. I'm looking for you. I'm scrambling because I want to make you big. But yeah, let's.
Oh, okay.
You had something.
As long as you can hear me.
you had something specific that you wanted to let us to share, and we're ready. And you guys who didn't see the conference or might not have caught certain pieces, make sure you got a pen and paper out to take notes in case you missed some things. So, Alexis.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to be first and share with you guys. So one of the most meaningful presentations that I saw, I've been to a few conferences live, and I've done a few virtually, but this presentation just really spoke to me, was the one that Meredith Martin did on stage about what the Juice Plus Foundation does for St. Jude's. So if those of you may not be familiar, the impact that the Juice Plus company has on St. Jude's, they have been the presenting sponsor for the St. Jude's Marathon for 20 years. And this past year, the St. Jude's Marathon fundraised $100 million in a one-day race. And to be the presenting sponsor, it just blew me away to hear what she was sharing about that. But what I loved is she brought Lauren Palmer on stage. And Lauren Palmer is a partner with our company. But before she was a partner with our company, she was a mom of a child with cancer. And her child was cared for through St. Jude's. And she was able to share just the heartbreak that they have been through with having a child that has faced cancer, the cost of what that would look like, and how St. Jude's covered all of that cost, and what it has meant to her family, especially with a re-diagnosis of cancer during COVID for her son. And just to hear her speak about the impact that that foundation has made in her life, and then to know that we as Juice Plus partners are able to contribute to that, and that we have so many people within our organizations that go to Memphis every year to run that marathon in December, is just so phenomenal and just really touching. And I actually have a recording of it, so I'm going to put it in the chat. So if you have not watched it, watch it. And if you did get to watch it again, because I think this is something that when people are looking for a company, we are a company with a heart, and this message just really, really touched me. So that's what I wanted to share, and I will go ahead and pass it back to you, Nikki, to see who's next.
Alexis, thank you. And you look absolutely stunning tonight. I don't know how you do it on the road with 4 kids, and look how good he's being. Hi, little one. Hi. He's so cute. So let's see. Let me get back to this gallery.
Can I share next to last, Nikki?
Pardon?
Can I share next to last?
Sure.
Okay, good, thanks.
Yeah, and last is going to be Carrie giving us a little bit on KIVA and how we can participate in KIVA. But I did want to say something, Alexis, that, somebody said, I can't remember who it is, one of our team members said, oh, it was Heidi and Lloyd. Lloyd said, I want to go in December and I want to go run part of the marathon. Like, I want to do the St. Jude's thing in person. And then, Heidi said, well, maybe we'll speed walk it. Maybe we'll walk it, whatever. But I said, wouldn't it be great? I don't know what other heat team people will go, but if there's heat team people that go, they raise money and we sponsor those people. So we could actually sponsor Heidi or somebody else who's going, and the money goes directly to St. Jude. So let's all stay in touch around who might be going. And of course, if it's just Heidi and Lloyd, all of us can put into Heidi and Lloyd and raise some really big funds. And once again, the heat was going to look really cool. So I just wanted to say that. And so next, Sandy, I know that you wanted to talk a little bit about the new stuff that is going on, and a little bit about the NMD speeches.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm going to let Michelle go first. And Michelle sent me what she wanted to share, just how truly amazing it was to be there live with everyone, and the privilege, of hugging so many of our own team members. It just was. And we stood out with our t-shirts. So be sure and order one. I already saw in the chat a few of you that want some. And she says, I simply love the integrity of our company and community. Someone said we get antioxidants of the business at conference. At live. And when we get home, we get free radicals. This made me chuckle, Michelle says. So my own question is, what will I do to fight off the free radicals? Seems like the number one thing I heard repeatedly is to be consistent. Consistent with what? Social media, mindset, focus more on content rather than consumption. Fill the calendar with events, customer and prospect value gifting, many things, even snail mail. Make plan for Atlanta. So
Wow.
that was Michelle. And
I
what I
want-
wanted to share.
I want to say a quick thing about snail mail. I just had
Okay.
a blinds company come in and give me an estimate on certain blinds in my house. I got 2 emails ahead of time confirming. I got a text directly from the guy that was coming confirming. I got a text a half hour before he got here that said he's almost here. And I got a little thank you note in the mail from him, excited to meet me. And I just opened up another piece of mail from him saying he loved learning about me and my family and he was hoping we could work together. I got all of that attention. I thought it was like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that is so awesome. So 22 new national marketing directors from St. Louis through this conference. Not all were there. There were 6 that actually spoke. I will tell you, this conference, I was so emotional because there was a lot going on during the pandemic. There were a lot of people changing lives. And I know you all did as well. 6 of them shared: Chris Banbury, Latoya Chin, Jamie Herb, Angela Falk, Raneen Darkhalil, and Jolynn Atkin. The one who shared that had breast cancer twice, do y'all remember? Or had breast cancer. I'm not sure if she had it twice. Angel. She spoke, and I was furiously taking notes, and I don't know which of the 6 she was. So if anyone
Angel.
does.
Angel?
Oh, Angel had the brain tumor. There was one of them with breast, and then another one whose child had a large tumor. And it's just amazing how Latoya, for one, I will talk a minute about. She was so hungry. And she made it to national marketing director in 1 year. And she said that she had to do things differently because, sorry, I'm trying to find her. She lost 40 pounds. And she said she needed that opportunity to say yes to her daughter. And she says, no one wins if you quit. And she said, being a CEO is like being a mom. And so many of them talked about being hungry and being consistent and having events. Jenna Rude, who wasn't a new national marketing director by any means, but she talked about events and how all during the pandemic, they just had different types of events. And so we find what works for our peeps, for our people, right? And do them consistently and do them lots. And then Angel Falk, I do want to share a bit about her because she's just amazing. You probably know her name because she has been really out there. And she has had a brain tumor and they operated on it. It came back. She's lost some of her facial use. And then she did research and she found Juice Plus. And she said yes to the franchise. She needed to work. So even though she was eating Juice Plus and telling people about it, she found a job and it was toxic and she hated it and she had to leave her family. And about that time, Dr. Doug Odom, her upline, called her because for $52, she was a family user. And when he called her and encouraged her, and she was coachable. She did everything he said. She listened to podcasts. She started reaching out to people. She, during the pandemic, and all this time, doing Wellness Wednesdays, Zoom calls, Tower Tuesdays, I think they were, and just really consistent and having fun. And she even started a book club with all of her peeps. And so there's another lesson in there People that are just doing little bits, we love them. You never know when life might change for them. Reach out to them, love on them. As Nikki and Chris and that leg of the team always says, shine on them. And someone who is not a HEAT member, by the way, use the word shine on from stage this time. I noticed that. So all of the new national marketing directors overcame huge obstacles and spoke of personal growth, making that a priority and being coachable. And then I'm going to turn it back over just really quickly. Check your insights and your hub because you'll learn more about what's new. There is a new app that's coming to connect the on-the-go partner. And then eventually that will be for customers. There is a streamlined onboarding, learning resources that the hub is just going to keep growing and getting better and better. For our customers, they're going to get referral incentives. And there will be a customer loyalty. So there's just so much. Oh, and relationships follow up. There's going to be like CRM, like a customer and management tracker, so that we can track who we're following up with. And that will be awesome as well. All right, back to you, Nikki.
Wow, thank you. And I just was looking at my notes before we got on, and it said that this summer, I think they said this summer, they're planning on a program where if a customer refers another, that you will be able to get a 10% discount as a partner for a new customer. And if the customer signs up with a 10% discount, you'll get another discount as well. So it looks like that's coming this summer. I don't have it exactly straight, but they really have a lot of stuff in the process of trying to make customer referral from our customers really work for them, as well as the new customers coming on. So discounts for new customers and a 10% referral fee for the customers that are referring customers. That's what it is. Okay, so our next speaker then is going to be Tyra. And I know, Tyra, that when I did our wrap up with our team after conference, consistently and over and over and over again, everybody talked about Donald Miller. Everybody. And so I just want you to know, you don't need to rush out and do anything, but he does have a program that's normally $275 a year. And if you sign up with the Juice Plus code, which is JUICE100, for the 1 year, it's only going to cost you $175 instead of $275. So it's not so expensive that it's prohibitive. And we all fell in love with the ideas and the techniques that he's seeing. And I don't want to undermine Ditch the Pitch because that's always available as well. But today would probably be the last day to do anything with the Donald Miller. So take it away, Tyra. Tell us about why we loved him so much.
Okay, yes. And I just have to give a shout out to the HEAT team representing everybody there in Anaheim, because you guys were well represented. I love seeing you guys on this stage as a group. It was just really awesome. So thank you.
Atlanta, the whole HEAT team, when you're on the stage, you find out other HEAT people and you all walk across the stage together. Man, it's so powerful.
Yeah, it was.
Come up to me and they didn't know who I was. And they'd say, did you see all those people on that one team? Who are they? And I would go, this is me. That's my t-shirt. That's our team.
That's right.
So fun.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So yeah, Donald Miller, he's written the book, Building a Story Brand. And I love, I think we all love simple. And that's what he talks about. He says, words matter. He says the brain can only do two things. It does two things. It thinks about survive and thrive. And so he said, we need to associate our product with the survival of that person. And the other thing he said, keeping it short. So when people ask you, what do you do? Remember to keep that part short. And I'm going to talk about that in a moment. But he says, because otherwise you just confuse them. You lose them, is what he said. Confuse them, if you're right. And then he says, people buy what they understand is the fact, people buy what they understand the fastest. Again, keeping it short. But he has like a flow chart that he uses explaining the different phases, but of connecting with people. You first have a character who has a problem, and then they have to meet a guide, and that's what we do. We get to invite them into a story that helps them. I've been there and have helped others with, right? And then who gives them a plan people need a plan, and they need a concise plan. And then he talks about, and then it's a call to action. So it's, I think this will work for you. Let me get you started. Again, just using that flow, keep it going. And that results in, I don't think you should struggle with that anymore. I can help you. You should wake up feeling so good. People will tell you people will tell you where to go. If you confuse them again, you lose them. And we are to be the guide. You recognize there's a problem and we have a solution. And when you find out what that problem is, it's that pain point. And so what's your unique solution is to that, and we have a unique solution to that pain point. So he talked about, he has a wonderful format for us to come up with a captivating one-liner. I don't know if you guys yet worked on this. You probably did. I'd love to hear what everybody else came up with, but to come up with a one-liner, again, addressing a problem, the solution, and a result. Carol and I were actually sort of just flushing through it a little bit. And what we came up with was, when people ask you, what do? You can, so Nikki asked me.
Okay, Tyra, so what do you do?
Well, you know how people struggle with getting enough fruits and vegetables every day in their diet, trying to stay healthy?
Yeah, I do. I know it's really hard.
Well, I partnered with a company that found an easy way to bridge this gap. It has allowed me to help transform thousands of families with their health.
Wow.
And normally you'd say, well, what is it, right?
Oh, that's right. You say, wait, you transformed that many people? That must feel so good.
Yeah, and I want to help you. Okay.
Wow. Okay. So, and I'm going to go back just for a second because I really want to make sure everybody got this sentence earlier. And I know that during conference, Irene went right to it, texted somebody and got a customer right then saying, I'm just going to make up, it's not exactly what Irene said, but it's like, recently you told me that, you've been really struggling with weight loss and with a little bit of depression. And I'm so sorry that you are. I hate to see you struggle like that. It really upsets me to see you struggle. I think I might have, we've talked about Juice Plus. I think it might really make a difference for you. Can we get you started? Not, do you want more information, but can you get you started? It's like you do it, but it's that thing where I really hate to see you struggle because I know we all feel like that.
Exactly.
I know that you're struggling with kids being sick from school all the time and you make work. God, I hate to see you struggling with that. I think we have an answer. They've already know about Juice Plus, so you're not blindsiding them. Let's get you started.
Exactly.
You don't have to struggle anymore.
Yep. And so when we're having conversations with people and health comes up, or we somehow get going in that direction, he says, you can ask them, what is the number one thing you would like to change with your health? And let them tell you.
Say, I'm really tired all the time, Tyra.
That's right. Well, you really shouldn't have to feel that way. And I have something that I know can help you.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to feel that way. Isn't that great?
Mm-hmm. And last thing, not last thing, but in addition, he said, and so give them something to accept or reject. And he says, don't be afraid of rejection. He says, if they say no, it's okay. And you say, if you ever know of someone wanting to, change their health or feel better, I'm here to help.
Great. Great, Tyra. Thank you.
Oh, and be sure that if you didn't, I'm sure everybody, not everybody, but in case you didn't get it, but you can email him at slides@storybrand.com to get the little framework to work from to get your one-liner.
And I see you've done it. There's your worksheet. Yay, that's an NMD in action, man. All right. I think we only have Beverly left, and then Carrie's going to talk a little bit about KIVA. Have I missed anybody that would like to, any of the NMDs that would like to say something that we didn't call on yet? And you're going to have to unmute yourself if there is somebody. Okay, so Beverly, with all your energy and all your stuff, let us bring it on, Mama.
Look, I am so I'm just like, I just want to explode right now all over y'all, okay? Because this is such an exciting time right now. So my job is to just share some of our partners experience through this journey of Juice Plus Live conference this weekend. Guys, this is just really like mind-blowing to me right now. So first place, there were a lot of first timers there that we met. Either my team, I had a first timer, Tisha out of Georgia, who actually is a very seasoned partner who is a QSC and has played around with the business for years, but her eyes were open this weekend. She shared with us and the team that she cannot believe that she has been sitting on something like this and doing not only her family, but her community an injustice. That was so powerful for me. And I was just like, wow. And then we had, I just have so much. Okay, so I gotta make this really quick because I know we don't have a lot of time. So then, and I've got two. I have a brand new partner on the line, Reverend Dixon out of Philly, who watched the Juice Plus Live Saturday all day. He said he did not leave his computer because he was just so blown away. But guys, I have to share what he texted me because it is just so powerful for me, for him to have the experience he had virtually. So he said he watched the event. It was awesome. Yes, I want to be part of the Juice Plus business and products. I'll visit your website. I've visited your website many times. So I said, awesome. What was your biggest takeaway? He said, my biggest takeaway is everyone is family. Everyone has great energy to help each other succeed. Guys, he got that virtually. So could you imagine what we were feeling on the floor live? That was powerful. He's a brand new partner. He's on this call right now. He's excited. And we have to do a major big event this weekend with him. Then I had one of my mentees, Asante, who listened to the closing. And oh my goodness, Asante, she was like beside herself. And she's on the call right now. And she says, wow. And then she was on the 8:30 call that we just had. She's like, oh, that was amazing. I'm ready to get started as a small business owner. We can talk more about our meeting, right? And so I'm just so excited because they see this bigger vision, they get it virtually. So imagine when you meet in person with us. Then we had Nancy, who was live with us also from Minnesota. And guess what? At the airport, Nancy started ditching the pitch. She's been through that program. Nancy used the story brand, got a customer right there at the airport on her way home. I'm talking about applied knowledge. Applied knowledge is power. So we got a lot of knowledge, but when you apply it, that's the real power. So then we had 4 partners who actually Zoomed the conference in. Imani Scott from New York, and she had a couple of people live, and she also Zoomed people into her live, which was amazing. Then we had Tamika Adams in North Carolina, who in her brand new salon that she just purchased, it's gorgeous. I can't wait to go visit. She had a few people on doing a wine and wellness. They had a good time. And then Verlinda and Rhonda in Savannah, Georgia, they had a good time learning. And then immediately they had events on the calendar. Already the flyer is put out there. They were just energized, fire, ready to get started and restarted. And then Wanda Nichols in Florida, who had a awesome spread and had people come over. And I have to give the Burdicks a shout out because they partnered with us to give those streamers an incentive to hold the virtual party. And that really helped them to even get like little gifts for their guests and all that good stuff, which was really, really neat. But guys, the experience for everybody that were there, especially the first timers, were just blown away. Like they could not believe the genuine authenticity, the longevity of the company. All of the core values that our company stand for is very real. And if you want to be plugged into something, bigger and greater than yourself, then you're at the right place at the right time. You're hearing all that amazing thing, and some more coming down the wall. I hope I didn't forget anybody. Did I forget anybody?
No, I will get 3 accounts. One was a gentleman who was at the conference with his wife. The wife was the partner. The partner was excited. The gentleman who was with the husband was there. He actually got excited because he saw what it really was. And she's been working the business kind of solo because it was her thing at that moment. So now all of a sudden he's like, hey, my husband's already planned the trip to Atlanta. He's already called people there in Atlanta saying we're coming, and he's already making plans to work the business.
So wait, don't lose your thought. Okay, don't lose your thought. But guys, so I'm a ribbon junkie. So they had ribbon junkie. Like I had ribbons, right? And one of the ribbons was spousal support. So all the spouses could wear spousal support. That was so cool to me.
Yep. Second account, partner, she was there, husband at home. She was so excited on the phone that he was like, okay, maybe we do need to take a second look and work at it. So he started giving her names to people, whatever, start working. And the third account, 18-year-old came with her mom.
Yeah.
Didn't know really want to come last minute, whatever, but now she's there. Now she's on fire and she's looking to actually join the business and work. So the fact that, I tell people, if you stay close to the fire, you can get burned. And so we got to keep you engaged.
All right.
All
And so
right.
many more.
All right, just a little bit of excitement, right? That all of you can take away if you weren't with them in person. You can see what it must be like to be at conference. They're the ones, man. They're just bringing the excitement on.
The heat, the heat.
I know, we are the heat. We bring the heat. I want to also comment the close. There was 5 or 6 people that got up to do a close, and it was really beautiful. And I just really want to honor, just for a moment, Melissa, because at the close, and actually 2 years ago or longer, whenever it was, Johnny and Beverly, you were part of the close, and it was just so awesome. You did an amazing job. And this time, Melissa came out as part of the close, and she was the first one to speak to really set the stage and the feeling of what was coming. And she's our heat team, and she was up there representing all of us, even though she never said the heat team, but that's okay because we all know. So Melissa, do you have just a few words that you want to say? And then we're going to have Carrie do a little bit on what KIVA is and a little bit on 500 Strong.
Yeah, Nikki, thank you, first of all. And I'm so sorry, you guys, I can't be on video tonight. I'm juggling a lot of things behind the scenes over here. But I first want to say is, we're such a family. Like, the takeaway for me for this one was, it was such a special dinner that we collaborated with, and to have, different NMDs from the heat team all together, that was really special. It was just really special. And Levi was there. And for me, I just want to say thank you for that, because I didn't realize how much I needed that connection in a really big way, especially because the next day I was going on for that big thing. And I just want to say this, that, you can do scary things. You can do big things in this business, because Nikki knows, my team knows, whenever you hand me a script, I'm going to butch it. Like, I just don't do it. So it was a really big undertaking to have to memorize something like that. And I hope that you see in us, your leadership, us doing these courageous things, because we do them out of love for you, to set that tone and to really pave that way so that you can look up and say, well, if they did it, I can do it too. So it was a really special day, but most importantly, it was just special to see everybody.
Wow, Melissa.
And Nikki,
so
Nikki,
proud of you. Yes.
Nikki, I just want to add too, if I could just for a second, Melissa, oh my goodness, you guys, not just that, be sure to check out the Juice Plus Live app for the bonus content. Just scroll down. Melissa did an incredible training. I think it's called a time to grow.
Yeah,
I listened to it this morning. It's a gift, you all. You have to listen to it. It's on your Juice Plus Live app.
All right, and thank you for that so much, Tyra. So I just want, for those of you that, when we usually come to live conference on Friday for lunch, we all get together and celebrate it as a group, the 500 Strong. 500 Strong was created with the idea that the mission statement is to inspire women around the world to live lives of passion, purpose, and possibility. And we do that in our business all the time. And in fact, I use it when I'm talking to very powerful women that may not want to hear about our business. And they say, what do you do? And I say, I'm part of a community called 500 Strong. And our mission statement is, and as soon as I say that, passion, purpose, they say, tell me more about that. Every time it's tell me more. And I say, well, we have a vehicle that helps people become more independent financially. And then I shut up. Just like one sentence, and they say, tell me more. And it happens every time they want to know more about it. So 500 Strong, and in order to be inducted into the 500 Strong as a 500 Strong woman, you have to qualify your business 3 months in a row. Once you've done that, you get a medal, and I don't know if anybody has their medal handy, they can hold it up, but you get a medal. Then when you sponsor a new inductee, you get card holder. There's the medal. Thank you, Irene. Thank you, Tyra. When you sponsor someone in, you get a really cool looking logo with, leather card holder. Oh, there's Melissa. Kristen, I'm gonna blow you up for a second so everybody can see that. Hold on. Can you guys see that? And you can see the logo, the 500 strong logo. And so I put all my cards in. Oh, she's there. We are. Cool. So that's something that we do. And then if you've, once you've earned $500 a month or more for 3 months in a row, you get a really beautiful trophy. That's the Prosperity Trophy. And so we haven't done that in such a long time. So we were medalizing people last night. We were passing out card holders at our dinner, and it was really fun to really recognize 500 Strong. Well, the mission statement is to inspire women around the world to live life with passion, purpose, and possibility, but we're not in every country. So Lenora, who has retired from Juice Plus, found an organization called KIVA so that we could help women around the world. And I'm going to turn this over to you, Carrie.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen. I'm hoping to here.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay. I'm just super excited about this because I feel so honored that Lenora chose some people to be on a committee to keep this going. And KIVA, I don't know if all of you are aware, but KIVA is an organization. It's a 501(c)(3) that expands financial access to help underserved communities thrive. And right now on our committee, it's myself and, of course, Nikki, Patty Buckholtz, Ashley Silveri, Jennifer Straub, and Pam Greer. And I just feel so honored about this because Lenora started this October 31st after conference in 2018. And total loans, we have lent out over $6,825, over 124 loans in 52 different countries. I mean, think about that, 52 different countries. And as a collections manager, I want to tell you, the default rate is 0. Can you believe that? I mean, I'm just blown away with that. And so I'm going to share just 4 people and then wrap it up. But this is the last 4 people we've helped. And this is Maribek from the Philippines. She needed to buy supplies and feed for her pig business. And she's a single mom of 4. And we were able to lend to her $150. And she actually sent a thank you. It was very heartfelt. And then we were able to lend $100 to Comfort. She's in Liberia. She's a single mom of 2. She buys plantains, bananas, and sugarcane, and she sells them on a marketplace. And it provides education for her children. And it said that at age 39, she only went to 7th grade. And that's what she's hoping is that her children will be educated. The next person that we helped out, we actually loaned her $325 to actually finish the loan request that she was asking for. And it's Yanitza. She's from Puerto Rico. She's a mom of 3. And she's been running her business, a bakery, out of her own home. And now she's starting a brick and mortar business. And she needed equipment. And we were able to finish her loan request. So we were super excited for Yanitza. And then our last person that we helped out was Elodia. She's with a cooperative called Las Mujeres Valientes. And she sells on the marketplace, and it helps to support her family. And we were able to finish her loan request for $325. I mean, it's so heartwarming to be able to help these women. And our focus is on women and single moms and entrepreneurship. And these women are doing the do. And so we are just super excited about helping. So I'm just going to wrap this up and just let you know that right now I'm working with KIVA to get a special link. But until I get that link, you can actually, if you want to donate to KIVA, and continue this beautiful outreach through 500 Strong, is to send money through PayPal to that link right there at Carrie Kiva. And then it's linked with Kiva, and we just transfer it over, and we're able to lend more. And as they repay, we re-lend that money out. So right now we just went through quite a bit of money to lend out. We've already got $600 back as these women are paying back their loans. So I can't think of a better way to help other women further their mission about supporting their families and rising above poverty. What a great way.
Carrie, thank you so much. Can you stop your share screen for a moment?
Yeah.
And I just really want to repeat again, hopefully you guys took a picture of at Carrie KIVA, because what we would do at the 500 Strong, we'd pass a hat around. And pretty much every convention, we would collect anywhere from $500 to $1,000. So you just know that this is something that our organization, The Heat, has been doing for since 2018. It's part of our mission to help women around the world. And so if it calls to you, if it strikes you, whether it's $5 or $100, I'm going to really ask that all of you think about contributing to this organization, because $6,800 we've raised so far, and we're going to continue to support these women around the world. So Carrie, any last comments?
No, other than I just think that it's what a special way, and Lenora, to be able to come up with KIVA, and the fact that it's a 501(c), and that it's just helping other women. We can help other women find that purpose, passion, and possibility in their lives. So I'm super excited about it.
Yeah. Well, it's 6:40. Our call usually ends at 6:30. I just want to say, does anybody have something just dying that they need to say that's on their heart before we close up tonight? Somebody that just says, I just have to say something. Janet.
I just have a question on that PayPal thing. Is that like the Heat account? So then the Heat team it'll be a part of that pot?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Great question. Anybody else?
I have to say thank you, and I love you all, and it's just a gift from God. Thank you.
Oh, sweet Sandy. Thank you for saying that. We love everybody. Anybody else?
Hey, Nikki, I just want to say just how this conference, because it was so intimate and there wasn't so many people, the heart that you felt from everyone that you saw was just so incredible. Sideline buddies that, you know, we haven't seen in a couple of years, not, you know, only on the Heat team, but on other teams as well, like Team Shining Stars. I've got friends on that team, and Margaret Bowler's team, and to be all together and connected and then go and have fun together. Levi Burdick just treated us like rock stars on Saturday night. It was just phenomenal. And I just will treasure that forever in my heart. It was just truly amazing.
Heidi, along with that, if anybody wants to post their favorite pictures on the Heat Facebook group, if you've got some that you think would be really cool for everybody to see, it just brings the whole team together. I know we've been doing it separately on our Voxer chats, but to post a few on the larger Heat team, maybe we can connect a little bit more deeply and share the love there as well. So everybody, good night. Have a great week. And we will see you next week on Tuesday night with our, if anybody's interested, I don't know what we're doing on the Tuesday night call, but we're going to be on. Okay. Love everybody.
Nikki, real quickly, the Tuesday night call is Danny Martin.
Oh my God. Thank you. If you have not heard Danny Martin talk, he is, first of all, he's hysterical. He's really down to earth. He's really down home guy, but he's got 32 years of wisdom. So next Tuesday night, I should have had that in front of me. Thank God we are a team, because you can't do this without a team. Jennifer, thank you. Next Tuesday night is going to be a great call.
And he's going to focus on his famous one-liners. And I'm telling you, I cannot tell you how many times I've used his one-liners, and they are just brilliant one-liners. So don't miss the call.
You just rescued me. Thanks, Jennifer. Love you all.
Don't forget about the Heat, the Take Healthy Back call at 7 o'clock.
Are you on it, Michelle?
Yes, I am.
All right, 20-minute call. Get in and get out and bring your guests, because they're going to hear 3 different stories about what Use Plus does for people. Love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.